What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I missed last week. Uh, Stuff happens. Kids got busy at school, a lot of stuff. Anyway, last week we hit 50% of our picks, and overall we're at 48% for the season. Not bad, but we're gonna get it back up. Week 10, y'all might not believe me, but I did pick the Raiders +9 last night. I just don't bet Thursday night games, so I don't even consider doing the video by then because I never pick them right. And when I don't pick them, when I don't play, that's when I hit. So at least we started off good. Next up, Sunday, Atlanta Falcons at the Indianapolis Colts. Colts favored by 6.5. We rolling with the Falcons to cover the 6.5 point spread against the Colts. Falcons got a good defense, good run game that travels well on the road. So we're going Atlanta Falcons +6.5 against the Colts. New York Giants at Chicago Bears. Bears favorite. It was 3.5, but it jumped up to 4.5. I'm glad that happened because I like the Giants in this spot. Giants +4.5 against Chicago Bears on the road. Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. If you don't remember, Miami covered this spread like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But guess what? I don't think it's happening this time. I think Buffalo's rolling. Beat Kansas City last week. Now they're coming back to win this one and cover that 9.5 point spread against the Dolphins. Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings. Baltimore was favored by 3.5. Now it's at 4. Who we rolling with? Minnesota to cover that 4 point spread. Bet on the Vikings, guys. I'm a little nervous, but I like the Vikings defense against Lamar Jackson, so we're going to see how that works out. So we're going Minnesota +4 against the Ravens. Cleveland Browns, New York Jets. I would stay away from betting this one, but if I had to pick, I would take the New York Jets at home to cover by 2 points and beat the Cleveland Browns. Don't believe in Dylan Gabriel. Hadn't shown anything. Don't push the ball downfield. Don't. Their run game's non-existent. All they have is a good defense. They need to start Shador. Then I'll start betting on Cleveland. But till then, New York Jets -2.5. New England Patriots at Tampa Bay. Tampa favored by 2.5. I was going back and forth on this one. But in the end, I decided to go with Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover the 2.5 point spread and beat the New England Patriots at home. Next up, my New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. You know, every time I pick the Saints, they let me down. So this week, we're going Carolina Panthers to beat the Saints and cover that 5.5 point spread at home. And we starting our second string quarterback, Tyler Shook, still a rookie. He only got one game under his belt. I don't think they're going to do anything. So we're going with Carolina to cover the 5.5 point spread at home. Jacksonville Jaguars at Houston. Houston was favored by 1. Now it's Jacksonville favored by 1. And I like that. I think Jacksonville's better, well-rounded, better on offense. So we're going with, even though Houston does have a good defense, we're going to roll with Jacksonville. I just don't trust Houston right now. Haven't looked good on offense. So we're going Jacksonville -1. Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. This was a tough one because Seattle's favored by 7. Seattle, you just don't know who's starting at quarterback for Arizona. If it's Murray, I'm taking Seattle -7. But if it's Jacoby, I'm taking Arizona +7. So if I had to pick right now, I'm taking Seattle -7 at home to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Rams were favored by 3.5. Now it's 5. Call me crazy. I like San Fran to cover this spread, 5-point spread at home against the Rams. I don't know if they're going to win, but I like the 5 points. I'll take it. So, San Fran, +5. Detroit Lions at the Washington Commanders. Detroit favored by 8. Jaden Daniels is out, but that still don't mean anything. I trust Washington at home, +8 to cover the spread against the Detroit Lions. It was 7.5, but it popped up to 8, so we're still rolling with the Commanders. Let's go Washington. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers were favored by 3.5, dropped down to 3. We're rolling with. Every time I pick against them, they burn me. So this week, Pittsburgh +3. Better not let me down. I don't see a reason to pick the Chargers, but let's go Pittsburgh. And last but not least, Philadelphia Eagles at the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay favored by, it was 2.5, dropped down to 2. We're taking Super Bowl champs on the road to beat the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. So, Philly +2. That's my picks. Week 10, let me know what you think. See you guys next week.